Hello and welcome to lesson 15 with Perfectly Spoken, level A2. My name is Natalie, as you know, I think. Right, so today is lesson 15, which means it's a review lesson. So in this lesson, we review the topics we covered in lesson 11, 12, 13, and 14. Okay, so let's have a look at the topics we covered. So we've got family, weather, talking about the future, and talking about computers and IT in general. Okay, which was lesson 14. Okay, so we've got lots of work to do, but it's a fun lesson, I hope. Okay. All right, so shall we begin? Yes, let's go. Okay. Right, so first of all, can you answer these questions? What's the weather usually like in Sydney in December? Now, Sydney is in Australia, obviously. I'm going to give you some options. Okay. It's usually cold and windy. It's usually hot and sunny. It's usually wet. It's usually icy and foggy. Do you remember icy is when it's very, very, very cold and the temperature goes right down to 0 or below 0 and the ground has ice on it? Or foggy is when you can't see. It's like the clouds come down. You can't see. So what is the best answer? Yes, of course. In Sydney, in December, it's summer. It's not winter because it's the southern hemisphere. So it's actually summer in Sydney in December. So it's usually hot and sunny. Okay. Next question. What's the weather usually like in Madrid in winter? Madrid. So Madrid is the capital of Spain. Spain's generally a hot climate, but what's the weather usually like in Madrid in winter? It's usually cold but quite sunny. It's usually cold and wet. It's usually warm. So warm is like not cold, not hot, just somewhere in the middle. It's usually hot and sunny. What do you think? Well, the answer is, in fact, A. Sometimes B, but usually A. So yeah, in Madrid, in winter, it's very cold. So in Madrid, in summer, it's very, very hot and dry, and in winter, it's very, very cold. The temperature is lower than here in Barcelona, for example. Okay. Right, next question. Are you ready? Let's go. What's the weather like in Dubai in April? What's the weather like in Dubai in April? So it's usually about -12, say -12 or -12 degrees. And in American English, they don't say -12. No, they say 12 below. 12 below 0. But I'm British, so I say -12. So it's usually about -12 degrees. It's usually dry and either warm or hot. It's usually extremely wet and foggy in the mornings. It's usually around 15 degrees. So what do you think? Yes, is the second answer. It's usually dry and either warm or hot. Sometimes it's quite hot in Dubai, and sometimes it's like 24, 25 degrees. But sometimes it's 30, 32 degrees. So it's quite hot. Okay. Now, what's the weather like here? Okay, here in this photo. Do you recognise this fantastic city here? Yeah, it's London. Yes, this is the River Thames in London and the Millennium Bridge. It's a bridge for people to walk across. I think it's the only pedestrian bridge in the centre of London. It crosses the Thames from one side to the other, and it's for people. It's for people, not no cars, no bicycles, no motorbikes, just people walking. And it was constructed for the millennium, so for the year 2000. And you can see here, you can see the St. Paul's Cathedral here. This is one side of the Thames, the north side, and then the bridge, and then here on the other side you have a very big art gallery called the Tate Modern. Okay, anyway, what's the weather like here? Okay, so yes, it's a very typical London day here. It's cloudy and, well, I don't know if it's hot or cold. It's difficult to say, really. Is it hot? Is it cold? I don't know. It's cloudy. It might rain. It might rain. I don't know. So I've put it's cloudy. I don't know if it's cold or warm. It might rain. It's very typical London weather, cloudy and grey. Yes, we often say that London is grey because the clouds are very low and very grey and very thick. So yes, but it looks beautiful. It's quite dramatic. Okay. Now, just to answer this question yourself, do you live in a wet climate or a dry climate? What do you think for you? Do you live in a hot climate or a cold climate? Do you have 4 seasons in your country? And what are the 4 seasons? Can you remember? And which months are spring in your country, if you have spring? Oh, sorry, no. Okay. So you can pause the video here and say your answers, or just listen. I will give my answers. So, for example, I'm actually from London, so London has quite a wet climate, but now I live in Spain, and in this area of Spain is quite a dry climate. However, if you go to the north of Spain, the Basque country, Cantabria, Asturias, it has a very wet climate. So it depends on where you are. And generally it's a hot climate, although in winter it's cold. And now it's cold because now I'm recording this in winter. Okay. Do you have 4 seasons in your country? Yes, here, yes. What are they? They are spring, summer, autumn, and winter. And which months are spring in your country? I think I consider spring March, April, and May. March, April, and May. But obviously it depends. Okay, now we are going to go on to our next topic. Okay, so we've talked a bit about the weather. Now we are going to talk about family. All right, so have a look. Look at these sentences. Are they true or false? So look at this photograph. Okay. They're probably father and son. What do you think? True or false? I think it's true. Look at their faces. They look very alike. That's definitely true. They look very alike. So I think they are father and son. I don't know, but their faces and everything. Eyes, nose, even look at the nose. Okay, so yes, I think they are. All right, so now we're going to do family. Now, do you remember this family tree here? Yeah, we had Maria and Fred. Okay, so you've got Maria and Fred. Well, I have put the names of the other people in the family. So have a look. Right, sorry. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some sentences on, read the sentence, look at the family tree, and decide if the sentences are true or false. Okay? So Fred's wife is called Betty. And yes, you can see here, there's Fred, there's Betty. So it's true. Are you ready for the next one? Fred and Betty have got 3 sons. Is that true? No, it's not true. Fred and Betty have got 3 sons. It's false because they have 3 children. Yeah? 2 daughters and 1 son. Okay, next one. Okay, Arthur's daughter-in-law. Remember the pronunciation, daughter-in-law, is called Betty. Yes, it's true. You can see Arthur here at the top. Can you see Arthur? Don't know, he disappeared. And so it's true. So John has got 2 grandsons. It's false, yes. John hasn't got any grandsons or granddaughters. So he hasn't got any grandchildren. So Miriam is an only child. Yes, it's true. Because she doesn't have any brothers or sisters. Okay, Alison's husband is called Arthur. Yes, it's true. Okay. Alison and Arthur have got 6 grandchildren. Yes, it's true. So their grandchildren are Miriam, Oscar, Nora, Molly, Frank, and Laura. Okay, so 6 grandchildren. In fact, they've got 2 grandsons and 4 granddaughters. Okay, Laura is Mark's aunt. It's true, yes. Look, you can see Mark and Maria are brother and sister, and Laura is Mark's aunt. And now I think these words often get forgotten, and in the lesson on family, we looked at them a little, but only a little bit. So Oscar is John's nephew and Nora is John's niece. Okay, so if you look at John, find John. Okay, so John is Oscar's uncle. And the relationship is Oscar is the nephew, so that's the male, and Nora is the niece. So in this case, you have niece and nephew. Niece and nephew. You have to be careful with the pronunciation, okay? So for a boy, it's nephew, nephew, and for a girl, it's niece, niece. Okay, so that's true. Okay. Now what I'm going to put on the screen are some questions. So read the questions and think of the answers. Okay. What is Laura's aunt called? What is Laura's aunt called? Notice I say called, because I'm from England, southern England. I think in American English they say called, and I say called. My students never understand. When I say called, they're like, what? Ah, called. So, but it's just my pronunciation. Okay, what is Laura's aunt called? Okay, so let's see. Where's Laura? And so I think, okay, so her aunt, she has two aunts, in fact, no? Laura has two aunts. One is Claire and the other is Olivia. Okay, so it's a trick question because she has two aunts, not one. What is Maria's grandfather called? Maria's grandfather. You just have to go up. Maria's grandfather, yes, it's Fred. Fred is Maria's grandfather. And Maria is Fred's granddaughter. Okay, what are Claire's brothers called? Yeah, they are called Fred and John. Okay, how many cousins, notice cousins, not cousins, cousins has Frank got? So Frank has got one sister. Yeah, he's got 4 cousins. Okay? 4 cousins. Okay, so lots of great family vocabulary there. Now we are going to look at, start looking at the future. And first of all, which future do we use for planned actions? Something you know that is definite, it's planned, you have the tickets, you know when, you know where. What do we use? Yes, we use present continuous. Now here, again, I'm going to do a quick summary of present continuous. Obviously, we use present continuous to talk about, sorry, keep doing that. Now, we use present continuous to talk about actions in progress now. So, for example, my uncle is studying Russian. We're watching TV. My sister-in-law is cooking. My aunt is walking the dog. Okay, so the things in progress now. But we also use present continuous for future plans. So, for example, on Saturday, I'm meeting some old friends. I love this expression, old friends. This doesn't mean that your friends are old, that they're like 70 or 80 years old. No, it means that they are friends that you have known for a long, long time. Okay, so they are friends from a long time ago. Just extra information. All right. So on Saturday, I'm meeting some old friends. Or we're going out for dinner. We're going to the cinema to see a film called The Bookshop. And here you can see we've got the present continuous for future plans. Okay, so now you need a notebook and a pen, and I'm going to dictate some sentences to you. Please write them down. Okay, right, are you ready? Yes? Okay, let's go. I'm just going to move this a bit. All right. What are you doing next week? What are you doing next week? Okay, next one. Oh, oh no, sorry. Shh. Okay, okay. Just because I'm not on here, right? Okay. Sorry. Okay. What are you doing in the summer? What are you doing in the summer? We're going to Europe. We're going to Europe. We're going to Europe. We're going to Europe. Okay, ready? Now this is a long sentence. So I'll read it first from beginning to end, and then I'll repeat, okay? So don't worry because it is a long sentence. Okay, ready? So first just listen. We're flying to Rome and then we'll probably spend about 2 months traveling around Italy. All right, so first bit. We're flying to Rome. We're flying to Rome. And then we'll probably spend about 2 months, spend about 2 months, spend about 2 months traveling around Italy, traveling around Italy, Italy country, traveling around Italy. Okay, I'll repeat that because it was a very long sentence. We're flying to Rome and then we'll probably spend about 2 months traveling around Italy. Okay. Right. Last sentence is also quite long. Okay, so first I'll say the sentence. We might not go away next summer because we don't have a lot of money. We might not go away next summer because we don't have a lot of money. Okay, we might not go away next summer. We might not go away next summer because we don't have a lot of money. Because we don't have a lot of money. Okay. Right, so now I will say those sentences again, just one more time, okay? So, first one, what are you doing next week? What are you doing in the summer? we're going to Europe. We're flying to Rome, and then we'll probably spend about 2 months traveling around Italy. We might not go away next summer because we don't have a lot of money. Okay, all right. One moment, just have to clear the screen. All right, okay, so I'll put this back here. Okay. Now, here you can check your answers, okay? What are you doing next week? What are you doing in the summer? We're going to Europe. We're flying to Rome, and then we'll probably spend about 2 months traveling around Italy. We might not go away next summer because we don't have a lot of money. Okay, so here in these sentences, you can see the different uses of the future. Okay, so we've got the different uses of the future, which are present continuous for plan, and you've got will with probably. We'll probably do that. We probably won't go out. We probably won't. Won't is will not. Yeah. And what was the other one? Ah, yes. And might. Okay, for possibility. Well, I might go out. I might stay in. I might go to France. I might go to England. I might study. I don't know. So it's a future that you're like still deciding. Okay. So do you remember that? Now I'm going to show you now some questions, and with 4 options. The options are not like incorrect. Okay, so all the options are possible. You have to choose the option that is best for you. Okay, so choose the option that is best for you. Okay, so here, choose the option that is best for you. What are you doing after this lesson? I'm not doing anything special. I don't know. I'll probably have lunch. Or I'm going out with some friends. There's a mistake here. This F here should be a small f. It's a mistake. Sorry. It's my autocorrect. Don't know why it does that. Okay, so which option is for you? So for me, it's C, I think. Yeah, I'll probably have lunch. Depends on the time. Quick, quick. I'm hungry. Okay. Now, this again, the same thing. Choose the option that's best for you. What are you doing in the summer? Okay, so you've got A. I have no idea yet. It's too far away. Now it's December. I don't know. B. I'll probably go abroad somewhere. Go abroad is to go to a different country. Okay, a foreign country, different country. To leave your country and go to a different country. Somewhere is somewhere, but I don't know. Okay, so for you, which one? For me, A, and I don't know, probably A. Yeah, because now is December. No, yes, it's December tomorrow. Now is November. November, so I don't know. Next summer? I have no idea. Okay, all right. Now we come to the last subject in our review class, and that is IT and technology. Okay, so I just realised I need something. Okay, right. I want you to look at this picture, okay, and see if you can remember. Just look at the picture, well, the two pictures, and see if you can remember the names of all the things on the picture. Okay, so here is the picture. Okay, right, so can you remember the names of everything on this picture? All right, let's have a look at the names. So we've got my computer, it's a PC laptop, this is the keyboard, this is the screen. The biggest key, remember it's a key, the key is the space bar. Here it is. This one has two possible names. It's either enter or return. And this arrow here and this arrow here are pointing to caps lock and shift. Okay. And on the screen, you can see a web page. In fact, it's a web page, which is one of the pages from the website of Perfectly Spoken. And at the bottom of the screen, you can see icons. All right. So here we are. Now I'm going to put some sentences on, and you have to put a word into the gaps. Okay. You've got 3 sentences there. Okay. So let's have a look. So to get to the website, what's that action? Oh, yes, it's click on the link. Click on the link. And then my email address is NatalieG@yahoo.co.uk. How do you say an email address? So it's Natalie G, and the curly A is at. NatalieG@yahoo.co.uk. And don't forget to save your documents before the computer. Before yes, it can be turn off or shut down. With computers, we often use the vocabulary shut down, which is also a phrasal verb. Okay, but turn off is totally acceptable. Okay, so do you remember? Well, here I'll put the answers first. Here are the answers for you. Okay. And now we are going to do a little activity to revise some phrasal verbs that we use a lot with technology, but also with, in general, with lots of other equipment. Okay, lots of other electronic products. Okay, so here I have this here. What's this? Yes, it's a phone. Okay, look, so I've got WhatsApp on my phone, and I'm going to, no, sorry, hang on. I have to see, sometimes my internet connection is a little bit slow. Okay, so we're going to go. Right, I want to find a song. Let's see. This is a song I really like. I like this song.
I can still recall our last summer. I still see it all. Walks along the same.
Okay. Right, okay, so now I'm going to put two texts on, and you have to see which one is better for what I just did, okay? All right, so can I just say both are correct and possible, but in my case, which one did I do? I think, if I'm right, I think I did. She turned it on, so I turned on my phone. I actually searched for a song, and then the song was loud, so I turned it down, and then I turned it off. Okay, so in my opinion, it's option A. What do you think? Because the option B is she turned it on, and then she turned it up, and then she turned it off. No, I turned it on, I turned it down, and then I turned it off. Okay, so lots of phrasal verbs there. Okay, right, so that was a very full class, lots of information. I hope you enjoyed it. And here is just a quick summary to remind you what we did in the class. Okay, so we have family, weather, talking about the future, present continuous, might, and will probably, and probably won't. And talking about computers and IT. Okay, so this is the end of the class. Thank you very much. I will see you in the next lesson. And well done. And take care. Okay, see you soon. Bye.